just a note on the new kind of wave of low tox pans. As far as I'm concerned, the greenwashing flag is going up. So lots of companies are jumping on the bandwagon that Teflon releases thousands and thousands of microplastics, particularly when it's scratched, So people are getting rid of their Teflon, like what to go to. And brands such as Our Place, Caraway, Green Pan, etc., are springing up with these Teflon-free, low-tox coatings, but we don't actually know what the coatings are made of. They're not disclosing the testing. They're just saying, oh, they're PFAS-free. There's no Teflon, no lead, Where's the testing to prove this? And what they're also doing is they're putting the low-tox coating, I wouldn't go near those pans personally, they're putting the low-tox coating on aluminium. And I say this fully acknowledging that I still use aluminium cans. It's not about perfection, but because aluminium is great for consistent heat conductivity, but aluminium is also a neurotoxin. It's been linked to Alzheimer's. So you don't want a pan that's aluminium, and you really have to get down in the detail when you're buying a pan, because what often, even stainless steel pans can have like they'll be triple layered and there'll be an aluminium core. And I just, granted, as I said, I do still use aluminium cans, so I'm not like, it's not about perfection, and I know we're all trying our best, but and that's why I went to cast iron. In my eyes, apart from possibly Extrema, which is an American brand, they're all black, they don't look that nice, 100% ceramic, like full disclosure kind of company. I would have an Extrema pan, but apart from that, I would not be buying into all these pretty pastel coloured pans, Caraway, Greenway, Our Place, because they are greenwashing, and they're literally jumping on the bandwagon saying low tox, no PFAS, no Teflon, but we do not know what their coatings are made of. Non-stick coating, aluminium core, which so many people just overlook. You do not want an aluminium pan. And this is the kind of thing I'll be discussing more in the low tox protocol. I'll go through all the pros and cons of stainless steel, all the different compositions of stainless steel, such as 1810, 18.0, and then there's one in America which is 18.8. It's stainless steel 304 in this country, in the UK. But these are the kind of things I'll be going into detail in the low tox home. If you want access to the low tox home, reply LTH below and we'll get you on the wait list. Love you. So one of the things I've got really good at since I've been looking into making my home as low tox as sensibly possible is really getting into the detail. So I don't want to lose this piece, so I'm just going to show you. So this is Caraway, 5-ply steel, crafted with 2 layers of stainless steel and 3 inner layers of aluminium. So you wouldn't want this, but look here. Plastic and toxin free, which is incredible, great. It's better than using Teflon. Yeah, sure, great. Non-toxic materials, these are all the things we're free of, which is great. It's great, but they're also, it's like the Emperor's New Clothes. They're using aluminium as the core, and I just don't like it. So you've got 2 things. You've got the coating on aluminium pans. The coating can wear thin, so Greenway, etc. 2-3 years later, just look at the reviews for like Green Pan. People are like, these are not durable products. People have paid hundreds and hundreds of pounds for these pretty all matching pans, thinking that they're doing their best, thinking that they're doing the right thing, but basically greenwashing means that they've put their money into unsustainable products. The pan breaks down, the coating breaks down. Scratches, are you using metal spatulas or whatever? Are you washing with abrasive substances and like a metal scourer? Are you cooking in high heat, which of course you are? You know, if you're cooking a steak or whatever, within a few minutes that temperature is going to rocket up. Are you cooking acidic foods, lemon, tomatoes, these, and just the wear and tear on the pan, these will break the coating down over time. And if you've got an aluminium surface underneath, that's going to start leaching through, isn't it? And then you've got stainless steel encapsulation, which is where the aluminium is within, like there's 3 layers. So the stainless steel, aluminium, stainless steel, for example, that's called stainless steel encapsulation. The thing is, the favorite line of the industry is, oh, but it's not touching the food. But you are relying on perfection for that aluminium to never leach. You're relying on the bond between the stainless steel and the aluminium to be solid and to never crack, to never warp, to never start leaching. And that is just not realistic for the reasons we spoke about before. You're dropping the pan, you're not storing it properly, you're bumping it, you're scraping it, you're using acidic foods, lemon, tomato, you're weakening the bond between the aluminium and the stainless steel over time. It's about the accumulation over time. Imagine daily use of a pan for 2-3 years. It's just not going to hold up, and there's going to be aluminium leaching. It's unrealistic to think that there isn't. And I, as I said, use cans. I'm not like, oh, I'm perfect, I've nailed everything. This is a very human experience over here, and I'm just sharing my knowledge. I would not have a pan with an aluminium core for those reasons. At least with cans, you're not massively heating the aluminium up to a really, really high temperature. It's storing. But I have looked at so much composition of furniture, of clothing, of pans these last 3-4 months, and honestly, it's so shocking. With furniture, for example, it can be called oak table, and then you scroll down and it says oak, and you really have to get into the nitty gritty, and then it will be like, oh, veneers on MDF, veneers on rubber wood. The more layers you have in furniture, the more adhesive, the more formaldehyde, the more VOCs, the more off-gassing. And the layers are very similar with the pan. The more layers, the more likely there's going to be leaching. We want solid pans. Cast iron, 100%, in my view, 100% cast iron is the best. You're going to have to season it more, of course. I have a Le Creuset, light coloured Le Creuset ceramic coating, so even that might not be 100%, but I am not here for perfection. I know what the best is. Cast iron, I opted for possibly one down, which is ceramic coating. Cast iron is solid, made of cast iron. There are no layers. I do not like either furniture or pans with layers.